I was actually saved through a youth ministry organization when I was a young kid, and getting involved in the sports, and you have your devotionals, you know, and just bringing Christ into the sports atmosphere I thought it was just incredible. Well, I signed up with FBCBA with their, you know, the text you sit in, you know, that we're willing to volunteer in the church, and out of the sky blue, I get a call from Ryan Fisher, and he said, "Hey, would you like to coach basketball?" And I said, "Well," I was a little nervous, you know. I said, "Okay, you know, maybe that's something God wants me to do," you know. So I got involved in coaching basketball, fell in love with the organization of Almighty.
When my oldest son was 4, he wanted to play sports. So we signed up here because it had been recommended to me. And then there wasn't a coach for the team, so I signed up, and then I've been coaching every year for 8 years. It's been neat to watch them grow in their spiritual life, and that's not necessarily just because of Almighty Sports, but that plays a big role in it. Because a lot of these kids, that's the only time they're around anything that has to do with God, is at Almighty Sports. It's definitely been a blessing in my life and my kids' life, so I would definitely encourage everyone, if you have the opportunity to coach, to do it.
I spent most of my adult life in youth athletics. I've been a high school athletic director, coached high school sports at a Christian school, and so there's a great opportunity in sports to use sports and the world and to bring some analogies together and use those for ministerial purposes. You know, there's all sorts of sports analogies that can be used to bring home biblical truths, and they help people kind of understand and see that analogy and the truth in that, because they can identify with the athletic side of things.
I played sports growing up, but had never really coached until Almighty. And so Ryan Fisher and the Almighty Sports staff, they do such a great job of getting the coaches trained, getting us ready. The handouts they give us, the training they give us is awesome, so you know what you're doing. But then it's just loving kids. I mean, there's the sports stuff, but it's also just jumping in. And so mission trips are great, and I'm glad we as a church take mission trips. Almighty Sports is a seasonal mission trip. It's an opportunity to jump in, spend a couple moments of your week to invest in the kingdom through teaching kids sports and ultimately connecting them to Christ.